Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? We'd like to get started tonight with our presentation, with our RNetwork presentation. So glad you could jump on here tonight, whether you're here locally or whether you're out there in the internet someplace watching. We're just excited to have you here. My name is Rick Boss. One thing we'd like to do a little housekeeping tonight before we get started. First off, anybody that's in the studio, if you'd mute your cell phones first, make sure the sound as the ringer's turned off. The second thing is, during the presentation, if you have questions, because we always invoke questions on this thing, if you'd hold those questions to the very end, we'd be glad to answer any question you have, but it disrupts the presentation when you raise your hand and ask a question, and nobody on the internet can hear your question, so it'd be great to hold that. But with that said, I'd like to introduce Mr. Jermey Jenkins, an amazing networker, been doing this for over 20 years, and is a great income earner in our business today. And so without that, let's turn the rest of the meeting over to Jermey.
Awesome.
Thank
you. All right, get started. So I'm going to pull this up, and there we go. Okay, welcome to RNetwork. As always, it's a pleasure to be with you every Thursday here in the RNetwork office. We're going to talk about some really cool concepts. As you can see here, it says, it's time for a better way. And we're going to define that. We're going to talk about what that means. What is a better way? What do we mean by that? Well, there are some concepts that we really need to understand that are the secrets that the wealthy have figured out that most people haven't, right? And I discovered this right after I was going to college, and my dad did something kind of crazy. All while I was growing up, he was a civil engineer, still is, and he was just working for a company, made his standard salary, about $50,000 a year. We were just middle class, average people, but then I went away to college and got married, and also my dad did something pretty outrageous. He decided to start his own business. He quit his job and got together with some of his college buddies, and they decided to build their own civil engineering firm. And within about 18 months of him doing that, he was able to go from making $50,000 a year to over $500,000 a year. And he went and bought, his dream home for my mom, right? And started going on trips and started taking my little brothers to Disney World and stuff. And I was like, wait a second, that's not fair. Why my little brothers get to go to Disney World and I never did? Well, I asked him one day, Dad, what's the secret? What happened? What are you doing? And he said, well, it's something called leverage, right? Now, instead of working for myself, instead of, putting in 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and being able to earn what I can give with just 40 hours in a week, now I get to make money when my business does stuff, when I have hundreds of employees that are out there providing, the work and doing valuable things and all that. Now I get to make money off of the effort of many people, okay? And I get to do it when I'm on vacation, other people are still working, right? So there was two concepts there, right? Two concepts with what my dad figured out. The first one was the idea of leverage, okay? So this is J. Paul Getty, was the first billionaire in the United States. And he said this, he said, I would rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own effort. That's powerful, okay? And that's exactly what happened with my dad and his business. He was able to make 1% of the effort of 100 people rather than 100% of his own effort, okay? The second thing was something that Warren Buffett said. Warren Buffett, is one of the wealthiest men on the planet right now. He is awesome when it comes to investments and business and everything. And he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Wow. Another powerful concept, right? So, residual income, that's what that is. You ever heard of residual income, the difference between linear income and residual, right? Linear income is when you basically rent yourself out for 8 hours a day at a job, right? And you get what you earn based on your own effort. But residual income is income that's based off of an asset. It's based off of something that you obtain that's going to produce for you from then on, right? Typically, that's a business, right? Whether it's a home-based business or something else, okay? So with what my dad did, he was able to use the power of leverage, okay? And he was able to get residual income. Now, why would we want that? How is that so powerful, right? Because typically, when you think of this, of leverage, you don't, it just doesn't click for most people because it's not straightforward math, right? But the idea behind it is this. Have you guys ever heard the analogy of, hey, would you rather have 1 penny that doubles every single day, or would you rather have $1 million? What would be the wisest answer? Yeah. For 30 days. Okay, 30 days of a penny doubling, right? Because what ends up happening is, well, there you have day one, right? You got $1,000, right? But it's only 1 penny there. Then on day 4, the penny doubles to 8 cents. Then it goes to 64 cents on day 17. By the time you get to day 21, it's still only $10,000, right? So people are thinking, well, penny doubling every day, that doesn't make any sense. It's tiny, right? It doesn't really grow that fast. But guess what? By day 30, that is worth over $5 million, that penny that doubles every day. It's the power of geometric progression, okay? And then the other thing you have to realize is that with residual income, you can't even afford not to have it because it's the same as, a lot of people say, oh, I'm just going to put money in the bank, right? I'm going to put it into a 401k or whatever, and I'm going to earn about 5% interest, right? That's the typical. Typical 401k earnings is about 5% annually, right? And so over time, right, over 30, 40 years, yeah, that can grow, that can turn into something big because that's the whole concept of the penny doubling, right? But if you can actually increase your income, your residual income, if you just have an extra $100 a month, that's like having $24,000 in the bank earning 5%. If you can increase your monthly income by $500, that's the same as having $120,000 in the bank earning 5% interest. And if you could increase your monthly, well, just think about this. If you could do an extra $5,000 a month, that's the same as having $1 million in the bank earning 5% interest. So how valuable is it to get residual income? It's so important, okay? But most people don't understand it, or maybe they've been invited to an opportunity kind of like this, and they thought, oh, but it's all about sales, and it's all about having to go out and sell a product to my neighbors or whatever, and so they don't want to do it, right? Because they don't want to sell anything. Well, we have something different and better here at our network. Our network is a network of dreamers, achievers, and visionaries who understand that by connecting with others, we all become more. Right? We have something really cool called the Red Card, which we launched around January when we launched our company to the world. And it allows you to have a next generation payment solution, a single card that allows you to have, or eliminates all the hassles. Right? We have real partnerships. We're going to be able to shop and save with all our affiliate partners, strategically chosen just for us. We're going to have perks and benefits. Okay? We're going to be able to get rewards and special access to products simply just for being a member. And then we're going to have our reward center. We're going to be able to save with free offers, coupons, activities, discounts, and even wholesale travel. So there's a lot of really cool products and benefits for being part of our network, right? Why somebody would want to be part of it, even without any desire to make any money, right? That is the product offering. Here are the creators. These are 5 gentlemen who, wow, just amazing, amazing background. The first one is Roger Taylor. He was a senior VP of marketing and strategic alliances at NASCAR. Wow, NASCAR Sports. Okay, and he's been able to develop some of the largest charitable strategic alliances. He's awesome. Trent Walker, right? He's been referred to as a leading payment expert by the Wall Street Journal. He was the founder and CEO of NetChain Squared, and he was a former senior leader in Google's global financial operation. So he worked for 8 years over at Google. Okay? We got Richard Smith, direct sales visionary. Over the past 30 years, he's designed multiple compensation plans, and he's moved over hundreds of millions of dollars in products and services throughout the world. We have Kevin Wiscombe, 18 years in mortgage and finance. Right? He's done major lending with over $100 million in assets. He started a company called In-Market Q, a data company that provides custom audience data and analytics to Fortune 500 companies. And then we have Troy Muhlstein, 20 years in corporate America with a Fortune 500 company, founded multiple successful companies. He's been on a mission to build a company that offers true value and an honest opportunity for its members. So between the 5 of them, they created something that, in my opinion, I've been doing this for over 20 years. Wow, it's the best thing I've ever seen. It just makes it super simple and easy for anybody to get involved. So these are the offices here in Provo, Utah. Those of us that are here in this room, this is where we're at, right? We're in this conference room right here. We've got a nice golf course right behind us. We have a real cool founders lounge. It's just a beautiful office space, right? We can come and do meetings and do trainings and teach people how this all works. It's pretty cool. We are open in over 80 countries. Wow! You can see everything from North America, Latin America, Eastern Europe, European Union, the Caribbean, Asia, and all the way to Israel and the Vatican, right? And we're pretty much everywhere you can think, and we're working on more, okay? This is just the beginning. Eventually, we will be pretty much worldwide, all right? It is awesome to be part of something that's brand new. We've only been around for about 3 months now, and we're already starting out in 80-plus countries. That means anybody across the world can participate in this opportunity to change their financial future. That's what it comes down to. Now, what are the products? Okay, what are the products that we have at RNetwork? Well, we call them the Revolution Product Suite. Okay, so it consists of rewards, it consists of gift cards, it consists of auto sales, it consists of travel, and something called teledoc or telemedicine. There's a bunch of things. We're going to talk about each of these, but there are amazing, amazing perks, amazing benefits for the members that decide to be part of our network. Okay? So, the first one we're going to talk about is the Reward Center. Now, this product is available right now, okay? And it's awesome, okay? We have people saving money, 10%, 25% off on a bunch of different things. They have 2-for-1 offers, just all kinds of really cool things at just local businesses, wherever you're at. So you might be, in Hawaii, you might be in Alaska, you might be in Texas, you might be in Canada, right? It doesn't matter. You just put in your zip code, and it will bring up local offers and tell you where you can go and get these rewards, right? So we have somebody that went and saved 20% off at Harbor Freight Tools. That's pretty cool, right? We had another person that went and got a Quiznos sub, for basically an $8 sub for $2, right? That's awesome. Then we had somebody that went and got a sandwich over at Charlie's Philly Steaks, right? They got a 2-for-1, right? Buy one, get one, saved $7.49. Well, that's cool, just because they were a member of our network, right? The other cool thing is that with the rewards program, we're going to be able to get gift cards, okay? So all these different gift cards, from Target to Amazon, Macy's, iTunes, Staples, Chili's, and a bunch of them, right? And we'll be able to get into our rewards portal, and we'll be able to use our points that we get and be able to save anywhere from 15 to 20 to 25% off on gift cards. Just depends on where and how many we get and all of that. But yeah, we'll be able to save a ton of money on gift cards. Now, this is something that's coming soon. It's not available at this very moment, but it will be coming out shortly. Okay? So the gift card program is awesome, and that's one of those things that most people are excited about is the gift cards. Because I know you could get 20% off on a gift card to Target. You could literally save 20% off on your groceries, right? You just go shopping for your groceries at Target, and if you go and take a gift card with you, you got that for 20% off. Wow, you just saved 20% on your shopping. So amazing, amazing stuff. A lot of people love to shop on Amazon. Can you imagine getting about 20% off on all your Amazon purchases? That would be awesome, right? So that is coming soon with the rewards program. Okay. Oh, here's another one. I just threw this in for fun. This was a brand new one somebody just put out. This was for Canada, just to kind of prove that this does work in Canada as well. Somebody got a buy one, get one free Whopper at Burger King. So that's pretty fun. All right. The next product, as part of the Revolution suite of products, is the travel program, R Travel. Okay. And R Travel is right now currently wholesale travel rates up to 60% off on hotels. Okay, that's what we have right this moment. Over 600,000 properties worldwide. You get to save money, and it's really cool. We got a lot of people that are saving money. I think they were telling me it's over 400 people now have taken advantage of this and booked travel through our travel portal, and we've only had it for about a month and a half. Okay, so that's pretty awesome.
I just couldn't help it. I did we're doing something in Vegas, so I did 189.
Oh.
And oh, I missed that, sorry.
Yeah.
60% off was 113, so you're right on.
Wow.
I paid 112.
Okay, so we have somebody here in the audience that just saved 60% off on their travel. So that's awesome. So, live example. But yeah, it's amazing what you can save. And then it's guaranteed, right? You have a low rate guarantee, guaranteed the lowest rate, or they will refund the difference. Okay? So here's some examples. Here's somebody that, I believe this one was in Hawaii. They were able to save $84 on their 2-night stay in Hawaii. Okay. And then here's another person that was looking for some travel. They were going to go up to Kent, Washington by Seattle. And they looked on Expedia and they thought, oh wow, $471. Okay, well, let's go take a look over at Priceline, see what we got. So over at Priceline, it was the same thing, $471. All right, well, what about our network? Oh, wow. They were able to get it for $224. So that's almost $250 savings. Holy cow. Right? That's awesome. Okay? So, huge perk. If you're going to do any kind of traveling at all, just use this, and you will definitely find that there's value in being a member of our network. All right. So, the next product that we love about our network is our Autos concierge service. Okay, so the way this works is by being a member of our network. Again, you're going to use some of your points that you get for being a member, and you're going to be able to go in and say, okay, I'm interested in buying a car, or maybe you have a friend or a relative or somebody that's also interested in buying a car, right? So you say, hey, you know what? I can hook you up. Instead of you going to all these different, used car sales lots and talking to salesmen and stuff, what if we just got on here, use a few of your points, and let's talk to a concierge. They're going to help you through the financing. They're going to help you find exactly what you want. So let's see what you get qualified for. Then you say, okay, I'm looking for an SUV or just a sedan or maybe a pickup truck, whatever it is. You tell them what you want, right? You can tell them the model, the make, you can tell them the year, approximately, the color, all that stuff. And then they go to work for you. That's their job as a concierge, right? They go to all the auction sites, and they go looking at all the different dealers across the country, not just locally. They look nationwide at all the different things going on, and they try and find you the best deal that they can find. So they're going to come back to you probably in a few days or so, right? And they're going to say, hey, guess what? We found the car, this is almost exactly what you're looking for. Maybe it's the exact one you're looking for, and we're going to get it for about 10% cheaper than Blue Book. Okay? Now, we already had somebody that did this as a test just last week, and they were able to save, it was actually more than 20% off, right? But on average, probably about 10% cheaper than Blue Book. Okay? And not only that, you're going to get the best pricing, exactly what you want. You didn't even have to go and haggle or deal with it at all. They're going to deliver it right to your door, bring it right to your driveway. Okay? And then, not only that, let's say that you were getting it for one of your friends or family or whatever. Well, 2% of the purchase price is going to get paid into our compensation plan. So basically, if that was let's assume a $20,000 car, okay, that just got purchased, 2%, well, that's $400. So $400 is going to get paid on 10 levels of compensation. So that's $40 per person, right? So 10 people get $40 in commissions off of that purchase. So they're getting a good deal, and you're getting a commission. It's amazing. All right. Now, the next one is really cool, is the R benefits, okay? R benefits is telemedicine and other medical type discounts and benefits, right? Now, if you've ever used or heard of Teladoc, it's actually not what we're using. It's not Teladoc, but it's very similar. But this is the picture we have. So the idea behind it is this. Let's assume that you don't want to go to the doctor, right? Or your doctor's saying, well, I don't have any openings today, you know, why don't you come 2 weeks from now, right? Because they're so booked. Or maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to go to the Instacare or the emergency room because they're going to charge me an arm and a leg, right? So what if you had the opportunity to call up a doctor right from the comfort of your home, or if you're traveling, let's say you're visiting someplace, right? You're going to Disneyland or something, and you get sick. You got an ear infection, or you got something bothering you, right? Well, instead of having to go find the local urgent care center or whatever, you can just call up 24/7, 365, and with your cell phone, with your video chat, right? And you can talk to an actual board-certified doctor, and they can diagnose you. They can say, hey, yep. This just needs this kind of medicine, or hey, we can send you a prescription. What's the local pharmacy right close next to you? Maybe a Rite Aid or whatever that's close by. And they can send that prescription, and you can go pick it up wherever you're at. So, and this is good not only for you, but your whole family. So if you're married and you have kids, you can do it for any of them, right? It's a whole family benefit anytime. And the other benefit to it is that usually when you get this kind of stuff through an insurance plan, there's going to be a per consult fee, right? Typically around $25 or so just for calling, right? But with this, no fee. You just call, completely free. You can call 10 times, 20 times in a month, no fees. It's awesome, okay? That's just the first perk in our benefits plan that's coming soon. And it's actually going to be a lot better than this in the next few months as they add some more value to it. But that's a really cool benefit for being part of our network. Okay? So the other one, and this one, I've been told this is the hot commodity. This is the thing that makes it all work. This is so fun. Is our Rev account. Okay? So our network is partnering with an FDIC insured bank, right? So when you become an RNetwork member, you automatically get a checking account that has bill pay, debit card, loans, mortgages, everything. It's a name brand bank that is partnering with us, and they're providing all these services for free, right? You just get it for being a member, okay? And you'll have all the banking services you ever want. But it's really cool because it's banking anywhere, everywhere, right? It's all online. Do it from your phone, you can do it from your computer. You don't have to go to a branch, right? In fact, a lot of the millennials that you talk to nowadays, they've never stepped into a bank branch in their life, right? They do everything online. Somebody pays you a check, you just take a picture of it with your phone and have it direct deposit. If you need to, have your work pay you or whatever, you can set it up so it does direct deposit right to your checking account. That's the way things are going now. And it's really cool because it's a solid, awesome bank that's been around for a long time, and they're just trying to modernize, right, and get into the 21st century here. So it's really fun because now you'll be able to do transfer, person-to-person transfers from account to account instantly, and there's just all kinds of really cool modern things that you can do with this, right? And what that allows for is this. This is the bread and butter. This is the cherry on top of the cake, right? This is the coolest thing that we have. This is the Rev card. Now, the Rev card is only a $150 retail price. And what it allows you to do is save at over 300,000 locations just for using the card, okay? So this is above and beyond the Rewards Center, right? The Rewards Center is going to give us coupons and discounts and things like that. But when you use the Rev card in addition to that, you could potentially double up. You could potentially get even more savings just for using the card. And the card, that's really cool about it, is that you don't have to find coupons or anything. You just swipe it, and you get that discount. Okay? It's all built right in. It's awesome. It's got, you can store all your payment cards, membership, gift, loyalty, and rewards cards all in one. It has the magnetic stripe or strip, and it has the EMV chip. It's got a thumbprint thing for security, right? And it's got the Bluetooth and the cellular chip on it. It's fully PCI compliant. If it's ever misplaced, it secures everything, locks it down, right? And notifies you when it's out of range. And all you got to do is pair it back up with your phone, and it resyncs and unlocks everything again. So this is really cool, and it's tied right to your Rev account, right to your Rev bank account. So awesome card. In fact, we've got a cool video that we're going to show right now. So let's push play on that. Let's see. Again.
We're about to change your financial world. Is it cool? Yeah. Is it convenient? Absolutely. Will it change the way you live? We think so. Welcome to RNetwork's new Rev card, the last card you will ever need. Check out the power pack technology of Rev card. Rev card is the first card to offer an OLED touchscreen. It also includes a biometric fingerprint reader and dynamic EMV chip for unmatched security. Authorize purchases with your fingerprint or through the connected phone app. We've even packed in a mic, speaker, Bluetooth antenna, and GPS chip built right into a card. And it's still the same thickness as a standard credit card. Use it as a standalone card or connect your phone app via the Bluetooth antenna. With all this technology, you'll enjoy a level of convenience and security that no other card can offer. Load multiple cards onto the Rev card and consolidate everything into one. Gift cards, store loyalty cards, bank cards, and more. Simply choose which card to use and complete your purchase. With Rev card, you get access to discounts and rewards from over 300,000 partner businesses worldwide, from hotels to restaurants to retail stores. Names like Hilton, Marriott, Coldstone, Domino's, Famous Footwear, Subway, and more. Receive discounts with a single swipe. With the built-in GPS chip, Rev card recognizes where you're at and shares relevant offers. No need to search for coupon codes or shop for deals. Earn points and rewards on qualifying transactions and then redeem at participating merchants. Need to split dinner or send cash to a friend? Easy enough. Instantly transfer money to any Rev card holder. Deposit or withdraw cash at over 1 million ATM locations. Pay bills, direct deposit, shop online, all through the power of Rev card. Now for the best part. As a charter member of our network, not only will you earn rewards and discounts on your own Rev card purchases, but you'll also earn every time someone in your network swipes. The more they swipe, the more you earn. So don't wait. Become a charter member, start building your network, and start earning.
Right. So, that's the question, right? Is how do I start making money? Okay, we talked at the beginning about the idea of having a residual income that's a leveraged residual income. So that is the benefit of being part of our network. Besides getting all those amazing products and services, now we have the opportunity to make money. So how does that work? Well, we have two choices, okay? And starting this next week, you'll be able to join either for free as a customer, or you can join as a charter member to promote the opportunity and make money based on the activity and participations of the people that you bring to the table, right? And not only the people you bring, but the people they bring and the people they bring, right? Up to 10 levels of relationship. So you also get a discount on the card. You get it for just $99 instead of $150. Okay? So here's how it works. So if you want to be a charter member, you're going to join for just $30 one time, right? And then you're going to pick between either the $38 per month Gold Revolution package or the $58 per month Platinum Revolution package, which adds the benefits, right? So the telemedicine and all of that gets added into the Platinum Revolution package, right? Then you now have a home-based business that you can use to do all kinds of things. Number one, make money, okay? And of course, it does cost $38 a month, which is very minimal overhead for having a home-based business. But the cool thing about all this is that the company makes it super easy on offsetting that $38. So the first way is, of course, you're going to save when you use the Rev card. You're going to save tons of money. you're out spending with the red card. Second, you're going to save at least $50 per month from the reward center with the points and everything. And then, of course, the third thing they've done is they've created something called the 3 or Me and 3 bonus, which means when you get 3 people to join and do business with you, you're going to get at least $38 in commissions, guaranteed. So, with 3, it's better than free. This is how it works. The idea is this. It's Me and 3 bonus. It's built around the idea of helping everyone get into profit as quickly as possible. So you personally enroll your first 3 charter members within the first 30 days. You're going to get that $38 a month guaranteed. And on top of that, you're going to get double the points. Okay? You're going to get 10,000 points instead of just 5,000. And so with Me and 3 joining our network is better than free. You're going to get a clock in your back office. It's going to show how much time you have left to go get those 3 people, right? And earn that extra bonus. Now, the idea is that you want to get a total of 10 people to join the business with you, right? We have something called the Personal Enrollment Network, and then we have something called the TBS, or the Team Building Structure, which is a 3x10 structure that allows you to maximize your compensation. Now, we have a special guest tonight, Mr. Von Stocking, who's going to teach us a little bit about how this all works with this 3x10 team building structure. So, Von, come on up. Hear what you got to say.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yep.
I'm going to review a couple of things here. I'm going to give you a couple other ways of looking at this, and we're going to have some fun with it, because in order to make this worthwhile, doesn't everybody want to make money? How many of you would like to make some extra money? How much do you want to make? An extra $100 a month? $500 a month? Anybody, any takers yet? 500 a month? 1,000 a month? 5,000 a month? 10,000 a month? Let's think about, why do you want to make money? What are you going to do with it? Okay, well, there's 5 ways you can spend money, or 5 different categories I'll give you, and then we'll look at how you can do that with this TBS system here in just a moment. If you are just an average person and you have a neighbor who's has some trouble at a funeral or a baby or an illness or something, we just took dinner into a neighbor whose wife is having surgery, and we can do that. That's a good thing. We can call it charity or ministering or whatever you want, whatever name you give it. Well, then there's the idea of more money coming available to you, and that's just getting a job. Well, okay, you both of you have a job, or would like to have one, or would like to get away from one. But in those jobs, and my son was a good example of this, he says, I like to be in charge, and so I hire people. And that's a good thing, because small business is bigger than big business. Are you aware of that? How many of you knew that already? That there's more people employed in small businesses than in big corporations. But that also means that he has to be responsible to make that payroll every month and other expenses before he makes any profit out of it. So it's a good thing, but it provides that good steady income for those people who are working for it. But then there's another way of making business. See, that's number 1, and number 2. Number 4 is to go up to the idea of making really serious income where you are able to be a philanthropist. Would you like to be able to do that? Do you have any good philanthropies that you would like to fund? Neighbors on a major scale, the homeless people, the operation of the Underground Railroad, those kind of things. Do you have those things in your life? Would you like to have those things in your life? I'd like to simply have enough money so that I can do whatever I want, be able to fund those things, do things with my kids. My son right now is on a cruise with his wife from Ontario all down the coast of the East Coast of the United States, and then they'll fly back home from Florida and begin running their own business again. Well, actually, he's running it on the way, because we have technology that lets him do that. Okay, so did anybody catch the fact that I skipped over number 3? How many of you picked that up? Okay, several of you have seen this before too. I appreciate that. Number three is a good way to build income, not just for yourself, but help the economy by helping people start a business. And for years and years in this country, and especially in Utah, there have been a lot of companies that do home-based businesses, direct sales businesses of many kinds. And many of them are good products and good companies, and some of them have been not so good. And some of them have been cheated people or tired them out, and they give up and go home too quick. They quit the business. And the average in the statistics by the Direct Selling Association is that 87%, or excuse me, I'm saying backwards, 50% of the people who start those businesses will quit within 87 days. How many of you do that already? I know some of you did. But those kind of situations, we don't want to have any reason to do that. What Jeremy has told you about tonight is a business in which you make more money than you're paying in. Does that sound right? Does that sound like something you'd want? Well, let's look at how that happens. And I got to turn it back on. Learn the push buttons here better than I do before. All right. So, when he mentioned this idea called the TBS, stands for Team Building Structure. Have you ever heard of these other kinds of pay plans where this compensation system looks like a genealogy chart? Well, there's some merit to the idea of having a tree structure. Here in North America, we have an affinity for this evergreen tree at Christmas time. You think of the Christmas tree looking like, small at the top and getting bigger and bigger going down. And you think of the star, you put a star on your tree. Well, you're the star at the top of this tree. And as you go into this structure and you share the business with someone else, ideally, like he was talking about, me and three, you would want to enroll three other people. Why would you do that? Because you want to help them make money, be part of that third kind of business I was talking about. Okay, if you enroll three people, then the business they do, the dues they pay, the card swipes, the things they buy, anything that pays a commission into the system is paid into TBS, and it flows up to you. Does that make sense? That's the ordinary way it works. But then you want to enroll three more people, or help them enroll three more people. He talked about 10 in the pen. And this pen sounds like they're locked up or something, but it's not. It's your personal enrollment network. And as you personally enroll that network of people, it fills up that second tier. One tier, second tier, and we'll go down here for one more tier. But we're adding more people now. And you see how the computer is filling it in? It's going to fill in that second tier until it's full, whether you enrolled them or not. The person who helped you start in the business and the person above them in the structure is helping build your business because it's helping build their business. Does that make sense? Can you see a team effort? Can you see that's a team way of building a business? And that's what we're trying to do completely with the TBS. I call it vertical synergy. Okay, we won't worry too much about those numbers, except to point out that notice they're going left to right and right to left. And the business, as it gets bigger, is more like that tree, the Christmas tree, and you're still the star at the top. Now, what happens when the people who start with you, when they start out, they are now a star on their own tree, and right there, and they enroll one person. Right here, somebody enrolled 2 people. Well, that's the start of their tree. Does that make sense? Can you see why that's a structure that's going to work and get bigger and bigger? How many does that make sense to? All right, thank you. The part about the TBS that is so unique is Richard Smith and the people who work with him have been doing this in the previous company that many of us work with, and we still do. And he's tweaked it, he's added some things, he's adjusted it, improved it, so that we now have a better plan that works. It will be more profitable sooner for more people, and that just keeps happening. So here's how it keeps happening. The computer keeps filling in the next spot in the tree, and then each tree, like a genealogy tree, keeps filling in below that. See how the first row there were 3 people, and then there were 9 on the next row, or tier, and then 27 on the next one. What would it be? Anybody from the audience know the next number? If 27 people enroll 3 people, how many are on the next level? Shout it out. 81. 81 people. Thank you. Okay, so it goes on 81, 243, 729, 2,000. It goes down to 59,000 on the 10th level and 88,000 total so far. How would you like to have a business that pays you $1 from each of 88,000 people doing business that save them money? They're happy. They're saving more than they pay. They're winning. You're winning. Could you make your mortgage payment if you had 88,000 a month? A bigger house, maybe. A bigger, more travel. Well, these numbers obviously are something you have to work to earn. They don't just happen. They don't just fall out of the sky somewhere. But you earn them by serving other people. And that really is where the basis of the company is. The 3 principles that Richard Smith taught, believes in very strongly, and they are the fundamental principles of the RNetwork. And that is, you find out where the world is going and get there first. And you lose yourself in the betterment of other people, and you make more money than you spend. Do most people make more money than they spend? Nah, they got credit cards and they run those up. But this system, with one more rule, one more enhancement that we haven't talked about yet, is the genius system. It is literally the most fair and equitable system I have ever seen. My wife and I have been sharing Jermey for 47 years. We've seen a lot of businesses come and go. We've worked with a lot of other companies that had different structures, different incentive systems. This pays out at each level, all 10 of those levels, the same amount on each sale to each person that's eligible for it. So now how do they become eligible? And that is, we talked about enrolling other people and getting 10 people in your team that you've personally enrolled, your personal enrollment network. So that is where the name 10 comes from. And that, each time you enroll one more person, it unlocks another tier. So when you enroll your first person, it might be only that one person right there. But at the same time, maybe your sponsor enrolled this person and this person. And so you enroll your second person, but they're really on the second tier. Does that make sense? They fill in where the next blank spot is, but there's spillover coming down from the people who started the business before you enrolled you. So as this begins to fill up, and you are enrolling more people, you are earning the right or unlocking more and more tiers. So when you enroll 10 people, you unlock all 10 tiers. Does that make sense? Anybody give me a nod to smile if that's making sense to you? Thank you. All right. Here comes the really fun part, though. As the, okay, here was the one for unlocking levels that could use more than the other. And so there's the numbers. And this part over here is showing you that we unlock the first, second, third levels, 3, 9, 27, 36 people by the time you enroll 10 people. But notice you didn't enroll all of those people. Your team above you had helped enroll all of those. And you helped the people below you help enroll all of those. And it becomes a win-win situation. All right. So if I keep the right button there. So as they spend money on things they're buying anyway, notice there's nothing new to buy. This is what happens. You have all these ways to get paid, and we're going to go to this, the coolest example. Notice that we only use $2 each level in this example. $2 isn't very much if you're getting a fraction of a percent as people do their ordinary spending. Now, it could be their mortgage, it could be their groceries, it could be eating out, it could be travel, wherever we're getting commissions included. Remember, he talked about the R Auto. We're in the R network, I call it the car network, buying cars, and we get a commission like 2% of the price. Well, that money is divided up among the 10 tiers to the eligible people. So how do you become eligible? You do two things. Nod and smile if you can remember two things that you know you'd have to do to be eligible to receive a commission. Number one, you'd have to be a member paying the $38 a month. And then you would have to enroll the number of people to reach the tiers that you want to reach, be qualified to receive the commission from the activity at that level. So what we do, now think of the Christmas tree again, that's narrow at the top, wider, 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 and right at the middle is the trunk of the tree. That's where the money comes out. It's like the roots are in the ground, and the nutrients come up to make the tree grow as well. The money comes up, starting right here. This is you up here. And 10 tiers below you, some of the money comes in. Now, this would happen millions of times per day as we go. But this comes in, the charter member just completed activity pays a $20 commission. And the person that was right above him, this sponsor there, they would get 1/10 of that commission that came in. So a $20 commission, $2 a piece. He was qualified to receive it because he had enrolled enough people. He had unlocked those commissions. That make sense? And the next person was qualified, so he got $2. The next person was qualified both ways. They were subscriber paid, and they enrolled enough people to qualify for that thing. But here's the guy who hadn't paid his $38. Well, why he went on vacation, lost the paper or something, and he didn't do it, so he did not receive the commissions and skips up to the next week. The computer then asks the next person, are you qualified? Well, yeah, he paid $38, but he was not tier, in this case, tier 4 qualified. He was 4, and he wasn't, so he was only tier 3. So it skips him too, and it goes up to the next person who is qualified both ways, and all the way on up. Those people all picked up $2. Now, $2 times how many? That would be up to you, but when you start thinking about the bigger numbers, it's, again, very much up to you. But let's give you another example that's also very real. That is this: as you buy a car, let's say, what would you pay for the car? About $30,000. Let's take well, it was $30,000 on the lot, and somebody drove it off and put 10,000 miles on it. Now it's worth $20,000. So you buy it at $20,000, and you get paid that commission. 2% of $20,000 is what? $400. So $400 divided by 10 is $40 instead of $2. $40 each level up there for the person who is qualified. This one line, I told you, is the trunk of the tree, but that's the trunk of your tree. And there's another tree, another branches, their three, who have their three, who have their three. That's, you have all of these lines, all these trunks feeding up to you, the star at the top of your tree. Does that make sense? If that makes any sense, raise your hand. Super, thank you. All right. The point of making the money is to do something with it. But first, you're going to count how much. That's what most people think about, is how much can I make. If you're only making a dime a day, that's $3 a month. But that's on each person and their natural use of the red card or the app. But if you had 10 and you multiplied it and multiplied it and multiplied it, you can see that the money that's coming in. So I'm going to turn the time back over to Jeremy to finish up here. But thank you for holding your questions. We'll be here after we finish, and we'll be able to answer any other questions you've got.
All right.
Jeremy?
Thank you, sir. All right, there you have it. Lots of money to be made with RNetwork and our amazing compensation plan. And as it says here, how much could you earn if your 10 referrals brought 10 each, right? That's the magic of the duplication, of the geometric progression that happens, right? That's the neat thing about residual income, is that, yeah, it might start out where you're making, okay, I got 3 people, I'm making only $38 a month, I'm barely breaking even, right? I'm not even making any money yet. But then those 3 go get 3, and then they go get 3, and so on, and it duplicates just like that penny that doubles every single day for 30 days, right? That's what happens. 3 get 3 turns into 9, turns into 27, turns into 81, turns into 243, and so on. Next thing you know, in a few months, you now have 1,000 people on your team. And if you can make about $2 per person, that's an extra $2,000 a month. Wow. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, the other cool thing about what we have at RNetwork is that you're not alone, right? You might be thinking, oh, well, this sounds amazing. I think I like what I hear, right? This is really good, but I've never done anything like this before. I'm kind of new at this, right? I mean, yeah, it's great, but you know, how do I start? What's going on? Can somebody guide me? Well, yeah, we have an amazing support system. We have Facebook groups. We have the Facebook corporate page, which if you just like it on your Facebook and you click on send a message here, they're going to start sending you information. They're going to start telling you when we have webinars, when we have Facebook Lives, when we have trainings and all that kind of thing. We have corporate trainers that actually get on and teach you how to use Facebook. They teach you how the comp plan works. They teach you all these things. And you can ask questions and get your answers. We have our World group, which is where you can go in and see testimonials. You can see what people are doing. There's recognition. You can see when people get their mean 3 or when they get 10 in the pen and all that stuff, right? You can see when people are saving money on hotels, or you can see when they're using their rewards to get savings at a restaurant, all that kind of stuff. That's for prospects. You can add your friends and family in there so they can see what's going on and see what you're talking about is real, right? You're not making it up. And then you have the Rise Up training group, which is for charter members. So if you're a paid charter member, you definitely want to be in this group, because that's where you're going to find tips and tricks and other things that, inspiration. We post everything in there so that you can feel like, oh, okay, this is my family. This is where I'm at. I can ask questions, get my answers, and all that kind of stuff. So we have an amazing support system besides your enroller, right? Obviously, your first line of defense is going to be your enroller. You're going to go to them for most things, right? But maybe they're not available, maybe they're on vacation, who knows? And so you can definitely find help in these Facebook groups, okay? So the last little piece we want to talk about tonight is timing, right? Because when you're talking about making a residual income, when you're talking about actually starting this whole process, you've got to think, okay, well, yeah, I'm excited, this is good, but something important to understand is that you need to be part of something as close to the beginning as possible.
I have a piece to that.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy, a lot of people misunderstand this, like this is the history of the company. This red line is literally just the growth of the company. In other words, how many more people are joining the company, new customers coming in, new charter members, marketing, everybody building the company. This is where we are now. We started out with a few hundred, 3,000. We're into less than 10,000 right now, and we're ready to rock and roll up here where it's going to start. I don't know the numbers. Will it be 100,000, 500,000, a million, a month, a year? I don't know. But we're going to reach a point that next year or 2 or 3 where it's only adding another 500,000 or another million per year. It's not growing. It's not going to stop growing. It's just going to stop adding at the rate we're going to go through right now. And that's what Jeremy's going to talk about here. This momentum, that is the part we're looking for.
Thanks, Bob. All right. So, as mentioned, during the formulation and momentum stages, that is where fortunes are made. Okay? So you have the combination of, yeah, we're going to get an amazing comp plan that's got all that spillover, right? That forced nature, all that growth that happens because people are coming in by 3s, okay, and 10s. You've got amazing products that give real value to people, okay? And you got the fact that you're coming in right at the beginning of this thing before the millions of people come in. So definitely, timing is so critical. And one of the things that they're going to reward us with for having faith, for having vision, for being visionaries, right, is there are certain perks for those of us that are coming in during this formulation time. It's called the founding members bonus. Now, yeah, there's a reason for this because not all of those products are ready yet, right? We saw the Rev card, it's not ready yet. It won't be coming out until the beginning of next year. Some of the other things, the telemedicine, still probably another month or 2 away, right? The gift cards coming soon, but still not quite here yet. The bank account, again, coming soon, but not quite here yet. So, because we're in pre-launch, because we're getting all of these things, all our ducks in a row and everything, the company still wants us to participate and start to build out the network. And they're still going to pay us, right? We're still going to earn money during that phase, but they realize that not all the products are ready yet. Okay? So, as an incentive for going out and pre-building in preparation for all these things that are coming, they're going to give us extra perks. Now, to qualify for these extra perks, you got to prove that you are a visionary, right? That you're a leader. So to qualify, you got to go get 10 in the pen before our launch date on January 6th, 2020. Okay? So we have until January. January 6th, then we launch this thing to the world. But until then, go get 10 in the pen, and you are going to get other benefits. You'll be able to be the first to order your card before anyone else, okay? We're in December. You will be able to participate in bank ownership. So that's really cool, because when you have an ownership in the bank, you also get a dividend, right? You will also get VIP status and recognition at all the events. You will also, and this is the most important thing, you will also receive an extra 50-cent commission paid on all your customers and members who purchase the Revolution packages in your TBS forever. So, is that a huge benefit? Yes. If we're getting $2 on a gold package, we're getting $3 on a platinum package, you just add an extra 50 cents on there, $2.50 or $3.50, that's a huge raise, okay? All just for getting 10 to the pen right now. And that will then be for life. As long as you maintain that tier 10 status, you'll always get that extra 50 cents on every single purchase. So huge, huge, huge value there. So that is going to change everything. January 6, 2020, you will see the masses come in. You will see this company go into momentum and start bringing in the millions of people that are so excited about what we have to offer. So take advantage. Take advantage of these next few months that we have to pre-build, right? It's something, it's just so precious right now, what we have, the opportunity once in a lifetime to be part of a pre-build, a pre-launch of a company that's this huge, right? We always hear about, oh, what if I would have been part of Microsoft back in the 1980s, or what if I could have been part of Google when it first started, or whatever? Well, guess what? You guys get to be part of the next big thing right at the beginning, before it hits the world, before the masses come in. It is amazing. It's an awesome, awesome opportunity. And we are so lucky and blessed to be part of that. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close. It's exactly 8 o'clock. If you have any questions, please get with the person that invited you here tonight, or one of us individually, and we'll get those answered for you. Thanks so much.